It's summertime. I cannot believe we're here. I'm so happy. This is the time when I come back to life. April and May, we're so busy with the end of the school year, things that have to get done for my family. And then also that's when my clients are putting their gardens in. So I had a rush of planting plans, some landscaping installments, and now I feel like we're back to maintenance and coaching mode. So everything's planted, the hard part's done, but it gives me a chance to start focusing in on my stuff here at home on our homestead. So I've got my shears, my bag of water, and I've linked these in my store. I love these. My friend inspired me. She used to give us energy bites in these bags. She's been gone now a year, and I miss her every day. Fun things like this I can remember her by. She was also a florist, and these are the brand that she recommends, and I recommend them as well. They're Japanese. They're linked in my bio. This is my gathering basket. Very useful. I specifically love the oak baskets, split oak baskets. So I've got my gathering basket and got my supplies, and we're gonna go see what's growing. So let's go into the garden and see what we can find. So here is the garden 2026. It has expanded a ton. Actually, it used to be really small, maybe a quarter of this size when we moved in here in 2023, and it has just grown each year. In the garden right now, we have perennial vegetables and seasonal, or warm season vegetables, and perennial weeds, which my one piece of advice I could give someone who's just now starting out gardening: when you get your garden soil, if it's going to be in ground, do everything you can to nourish the soil you already have. And if you bring soil in, I really like Soil Cubed. They are my favorite. They deliver to your house. Super high, nutrient dense, very minimal input. OMRI listed, which is important if you're an organic grower. things that don't already have a seed bank in them. I was looking for an affordable way to get more compost, and the compost that I got from a friend had a ton of weed seeds in it. So I will forever be picking these out and managing them. And it's something that keeps you humble and busy, and kind of prioritize a mulch to kind of keep that under suppression, under control. So when there are days that I can't get to them, then they don't grow as easily or freely. I find that it does a really great job with weed suppression, but also moisture retention. We have had tons of really hot, humid, but sparing rain summers, and the flip-flop has happened this year. We have had very wet spring, early summer, and this has done a wonderful job helping to conserve waterings with the hose or the spigot, and let God water the garden. So I'm really happy with the way everything's turning out currently. So now I'm just gonna pan around and show you everything that's growing. So here I have a few chard plants that are very happy. They're on a slope, they get lots of water and all the nutrients that washes down from above. And then we have a row of tomato, a row of cucumber, and then 2 rows of corn that I'll also interplant with some squash and pumpkin later in the season. Everything is actually pretty far behind because we have had so much rain, which you do need. But as a provision here in the squash and the okra, you can see there's smaller plants growing amongst them. And that is because I was worried that we were going to lose my first plants to all the rain that we were having. I'm also need to go through these half runners and put more beans planted here. And the rhubarb is one of the perennial vegetables I was telling you about. It is currently being attacked by rogue Japanese beetles. I thought I put the Japanese beetle trap far away from our property line. They're still finding it, so this is a daily thing for now. They're going to get established. I think I have 7 plants in this row, and I just won't plow this when the time comes. So these are the dahlias. I bought these pre-started. This is a cafe au lait. I have little tags because I bought different ones to see which I was going to like best for the longest bloom. And this one, although it looks a little deficient, it is growing the largest compared to some of these other varieties. I also really love this one. Then we have some cosmos with zinnias that I planted when it was raining so much because I thought these were all going to be wiped out. Next we have okra, and you can see the smaller okra compared to the taller plants. I did this so that way if the tall plants drowned, we'd have some other plants coming up later in the summer. Okra grows really fast in my region because it is hot, and that was just a provisional thing that I did. Same with the squash. I did lose one squash to the so much rain, so this is the second one coming up. You can see here where I put another squash provisionally because I wasn't sure if this one was going to make it, one of the starts, and now I have 2 other ones coming in. There's also some planted underneath these that as these start to die back or if they get attacked, then I have another one coming up in its place. Pepper hates wet feet. I thought all of these peppers were going to go in the rain, but they are starting to bounce back. They need a little bit of love, as you can see, very spare on their solar panels, their leaves. So we need to jumpstart them here soon with, I'm thinking, some seaweed and possibly molasses. Oh, here, just love zinnias. So I have another row of zinnias that are starting to crop up. Then beyond that, I have another perennial, some leeks growing, and then these garlic, which are about done. I planted those back in November, and they have weathered the elements beautifully. And over here, I have some potatoes that I just hilled, and I will be hilling them again, and that's what those bags are waiting for. I'm going to put some more potatoes here. Love having storage potatoes. Thanks for joining me in the garden today. It's hot. This is a beautiful overcast day. And yeah, we'll just see how the months progress. And I'll keep you posted. If you have any questions, wonder how to do things, or maybe you have your own garden questions, put them in the comments below or connect with me on Instagram. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Talk to you soon.